Right, no intro needed, boys. Just get right to it. Um, wow, lighting on this. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, got the haircut, get buzzed. Time to do a reset, let it grow out again. And I've been over here for about a week, so kind of really over that bug that I had. I had a stomach bug. This is the night before Christmas Eve, so I just decided to come on here and do or whatever. I think I titled it "Movie Sports." The main title, something about chat, holidays. Just want to kind of do a chat, and there's not really a whole lot going on um, in the true crime world. So I don't think I really will talk anything about that because there's really nothing. Anyway, the cases I've been covering anyway. So this is probably gonna be like a 10-minute chat. So holiday traditions, all that stuff. I hope everybody out there is just having a great. I hope everybody's having a great holidays. I hope everybody's mentally, staying away from the depression. I even went through a little bit of that. Loneliness, depression around this time of year is really, really bad. Um, Around this time last year, I had to put my dog down. That was tough, and my brother just had to put his girl, his dog down today, and um, that's sad. I saw where the actor, I can't remember his name. I think it was like James Ransone or something. He was in a lot of shows and some movies, and I guess he he died and he hung himself. Um, that's terrible, man. These things happen in threes. You had the Rob Reiner thing, and then you had the plane crash with Greg Biffle, I believe it was, and then now this actor. Uh, I was listening on my police scanner earlier that sounds like somebody possibly OD'd, and that was sad. It's just a tough time this year, it really is. It can be lonely and depressing. So, get out there and check on somebody, call on somebody, see how they're doing. Sometimes just to hear somebody's voice helps out. Um, just hey, how you doing, bud? Hanging in there. You need anything, that sometimes goes a long ways. Um, so I'm just glad to be, feeling better. I really had a stomach thing there for about a week that I just I don't know, man. It wouldn't go away. It wasn't miserable. It was just I mean, it was just kind of like aggravating, like but knock on wood, I feel better now. I got to go out on a couple of nice days and exercise. That was nice. Um, so I just got done watching the Bruce Springsteen movie. You can rent it now or you can buy it. It was a pretty good movie. I went ahead and rented it because I kind of knew it would be like a one time watch. Um, it went on to, it showed his depression, and I didn't know Bruce Springsteen had depression. Um, this shows you, a guy like that, anybody can get depressed. Um, but yeah, I probably I haven't talked about wrestling for a while. They did some shows that they pre-recorded. I think the last couple of shows are pre-recorded, They do that. I was at a show probably about 10 years ago when they did that, and it was in Pittsburgh. It was where they have the I can't remember the name of the stadium, but they'll record Raw and SmackDown the same night, and they'll be recorded. But the weather here it's been pretty nice. I think it got up almost into the 50s, so that's good this time of year. We had a big snowstorm there a couple weeks ago, and man, it was cold. It got down to like the teens, and that's always cold, man. That's when the old water pipes freeze, and you got to keep an eye on that stuff. So I ordered a new pair of glasses, as you can see, and these were like where I go. Now these are like Ray Bans here, but it's the same prescription, and they're not a name brand, but these are really good glasses. I got them. They're called the Grandpa style. They're the Aviator, but they're not the round kind. They're kind of the big kind. And I learned the metal. For me, the metal fits a lot better on my face. I've had these for a while. I really like these Ray Bans. I've had these for. I think I went up like two prescriptions, and I kept these styles. Went up two prescriptions, and I think they're the only glasses I did that. But I think I'm going to keep ordering them because until I have to get, I might have to get a prescription. So I think I'll go to the eye doctor, get a prescription, maybe buy one pair there or get a pair I already have upgraded, and then order them on this place because if you have the prescription, you can order it. And then the pupil dilation thing, there's an app, you can do an app and it'll do it for you. And you hold it up to your face and it'll tell you. And I put that in, and because I tried to order them before and I couldn't figure that out. And you can send a picture and put your ID up to your face, and they still couldn't do it. So I had to cancel them. And then I got thinking, I was like, man, there's so many apps on the phone. Let me just check here, see if there's an app where I can do that. And there was, and it was free. I still have it on my phone. It did my pupil dilation. It did my near. They just want the pupil dilation, and I think it's called like a PD. And that's all I needed with my prescription. And you put the prescription in, and they make them, and it was here like in 15 days around the holidays. They say it usually takes 14. Actually, you got here a day earlier than what it said it would be. It was supposed to be I think it said it was supposed to be like on Monday. I think I got here like on a Saturday. And I didn't even know they were out there, and it was cold. And I'm like, oh man, I hope they didn't freeze or whatever. But I get the metal kind because they don't size them, and you can send them back. And I just kind of bent them to my face, and I kind of like it. Has like a yellow tint. I kind of like that. I don't know. That's just a new style. And you can do. I ordered another pair. It's the responsive tint. So, but they only do like dark colors, like dark brown, and I don't think they even do yellow. But they're like a black pair, and then if I go outside, they'll turn brown. And I haven't got those yet. Those I think I just ordered another pair a couple days ago, and they were only like $100 because they had like a 30% discount on them. So, and then when I go to the eye doctor, they're like $300 or $400. Now they'll size them and everything for you and do all the pupil dilation and all that stuff. And they keep sending me emails to get my eyes checked again, but so far, knock on wood, my the prescription I had is worked. And I don't even think it went up a whole lot from the last time because I have the glasses before that I could still use, and they're pretty good. It's my up close. I don't know like the far sighted, nearsighted, but when I look at my phone, it's all blurry. When I look straight ahead, it's not too bad. But get the progressive. You got to get the progressive because they I don't know what it is, but they focus all the way through your glasses. But I do like these bigger pair because I don't know what it is. Like the smaller ones, it's like when I'm watching TV with the smaller ones like this, and I do like them. They make my face look thicker, or whatever. Now these are really nice. These are Ray-Bans, and I've had these for a while, and they fit really good. And they're the metal, but like when I'm sitting there like laying down watching TV, and I'm looking like far, I kind of got to go like this, with the glasses, kind of go down like that, and then pull them back up when I'm looking, for something down low. But like these are pretty good. Like I've been wearing these all day, and like when I lay down, I don't know. I don't know if it's because the lenses are bigger, but I don't have to do the on the nose grandpa thing. These are maybe just a little too wide than what I like, but they like up here they're all right, but they kind of go out the bottom down here. Um, but these I like the square style. They had like the more aviator round, like round at the top, and I just didn't like those. I really like this style, and you can get them in different colors. Like you could get these in black or silver, and then you can change the lens. Like you can do like a blue or a pink. Now for the tint all the time, I haven't wore these outside in the sun. It's a real light tint. I'm kind of wondering, but you can order sunglasses and get your prescription in the sunglasses. There's different ones online. I think they're like Glasses USA, but the one I use is Yes Glasses, and they got like cheaper brands. I don't think they got like Ray Bans or anything like that. Now you can go on ones that have the Ray Bans, but they're expensive. Like the frames for these, I think were like maybe 50 or $70, but they're doing a big 30% discount. Like I just ordered those black ones, and I think they were $107. Now that's cheap for a prescription pair of glasses. They usually run you about 300 or 400 if you go to like an eye doctor. But if you know what you're doing, they can save you a lot of money. This stream it turned into like eyeglasses, which I didn't anticipate. But yeah, it's hard to title these lives because you don't know what you're going to talk about. Like, but yeah, yeah, man, I'm probably going to cut it there. I haven't done anything for a while, but I probably will try to do um like a maybe a wrestling one or Steelers. Steelers are doing really good right now. And maybe I'll do a true crime. If something happens, you know, uh, there's nothing really real solid with, you know, like the Sebastian Rogers. I really, they think there's some, I don't know that one. I kind of got, like, I took a lot of my videos down, but I don't know. I may do one on that or not, but I'm trying to get my brother and my niece to do a more Murray and bring them up on panel, and that would be really fun to do. Maybe even a Bryce Lapisa with them because I think they both. I've done one with Bryce Lapisa before, but it'd be nice to, and I might even go over all the other cases if I could get them to come up on panel. They're busy, they work, and but but yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. And yeah, it's weird having short hair because it got pretty long. It was pretty long, pretty thick, and I just went ahead and got a pair of clippers at Walmart for like $30, and I just buzzed her all off. There was a nice day there. We had a couple of nice days, and I just kind of, you know, like I said, it's just hair. Hopefully, it'll grow back. But anywho, thanks if you well, no one's watched, but anyways, if anybody's watching, God bless, happy holidays, and hang in there. Check on your family and friends, see if everybody, just see how people are doing. And all right, until next time. End stream.